You again? What do you want this time?
I think the documents in this box could be of some interest to you.
Really? Where'd you get it?
I found it in an abandoned building nearby. I thought you might want to keep these letters.
Let me see. Letters about my boy. Thank you, sir.
You do not appear surprised or pained by this.
Surprised about what? Harry's my son, I'm his father, and that's all there is to know, don't you think?
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Here's a little something for your trouble. And to remind you to keep your mouth shut about all this.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone.
Hello.
Long
How's
ago,
it
I
going?
even called the bastard my best friend.
Still alive, barely.
Barely?
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, but
Monday, I was in
sometimes
the
even
hospital
more.
for kidney stone.
Yeah.
Sod off.
Feeling better,
Fucking
or?
they gave me,
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
yeah, finally, but they gave me 5 fucking injections, 12.5 cc's of
You never
morphine,
lose your focus.
and an Oxycontin pill. I felt that shit for that day and the
Joe
next
Peterson.
day.
He's the villain here, isn't he?
So,
But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe
I
for
had
years.
yesterday off. I was
Saw him
still
box
recovering
once or twice.
because
He was a
shit
friend
ripped
then.
me apart
But these
inside.
days, he's just another thug.
Today I'm doing a
What
lot
can you
better.
tell me about Mr.
My
Peterson?
body's still
Besides his
getting
behavior
used to it.
toward you, obviously.
Colossus
The lack
Joe
of
was a
hydration
decent
and
boxer,
everything
good one
during all
even.
of it, and all the
But after his
drugs
wife
that
passed
went through
away,
my system.
he found every excuse to stop training.
Just to
wanted to
help
pick
you through it?
fights with everyone.
Yeah, because it's take care of yourself. It's one of the worst feelings in the world. Like literally one of the worst.
Without making
They say
excuses for
that
it,
it's the closest
it's
thing
safe to say that
a
despair
guy can come
poison
to
even the sanest mind.
pain-wise
We've all had
to
some rough
childbirth.
times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
It's fucking hard.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
So what do you believe?
Playing Vampire.
Barrett, you had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
It's the only woman I
that,
loved.
from what that guy said,
First regret
did you know
she stayed
that,
with Joe after Harry was born.
that company was hacked?
The second is I never
Gamigo
shed a tear when she
was
died.
majorly hacked.
yeah,
8 million,
I seen that in the video.
Did you ever try talking
8
to
million
Never.
fucking
But I suspected he knew
different
everything, even
things, and
without knowing it.
2 million
And
of
he
their
decided
player
to make
count
me
was
pay in his own way.
hacked as well.
Do you
Like,
But I mean, you can't really avoid that. Everybody's
No
been
one will
hacked
ever know
at
for
some
sure.
point, even Sony.
And it's better that way.
And Sony's had a bigger hack than
I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
because Sony's had over 10 million accounts.
Yeah!
Compromised in the hack.
playing?
How is business around here?
Oh, really? That's because of sort of like.
business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared.
Yeah,
we
well-
money every day.
I see.
Sony's had over 10 million
Sounds like
accounts
you
hacked
blame
at
someone
once
in
for that,
particular
so,
for
man.
your situation.
Yeah, but it's kind of ridiculous. They even said it. Even the guy said it. They've had games where they weren't doing too well, and they just went, bye. No longer available.
Right then.
Yeah.
Show me what
Which that's why they're saying that it could it be a possibility that that game gets axed. That would really suck.
I mean, if it does, then yeah, it's gonna suck, and it's gonna put me going just between Fortnite and Destiny. Fortnite's a once in a while thing, though. Like, they're doing a Halloween event right now, so Sony isn't involved.
I'm kind of disappointed that they'll do that, like that, because of the fact that the game's really technically worth it.
It is, and I mean, there was, I don't know if this idea is still floating around, but there was the potential that they were going to bring the Defiance TV series back with the game.
Yeah, I know, I heard about that actually as well. And they're still in talks of it or something, from what I've heard.
Yeah, because it's through Sci-Fi, so Sci-Fi has to actually approve it to film it and everything, and it would probably be a good year before it came back.
If it came back, they did say that they would be showing off more of the other races and creatures.
What do you want?
This one,
Leave me alone.
which
The
I would.
biggest thing is, though,
I'm Dr.
is
There is no Dorothy
if they
Crane here.
decide to bring it back and then
I'm
they
afraid
cut the
this
game,
medical
then they're cutting
Really?
off their noses
Well,
like
I'm
the face,
afraid I'm going
because
to
this game,
close this door
like,
right
Defiance
now.
made
Go
so much
bother
money when
someone
the show
else,
was
Mr.
actually
Doctor.
on.
To enter that house,
Yeah, because
I
everybody
need to
was
know
watching
who
it.
this man really is.
Well, no, it's not just that.
Maybe I could
The
start
game
by observing.
actually
I
played
must
in the show,
insist, sir.
so like,
Please let me see Nurse
the
Crane.
story in
I
the
have
game
no time
itself
for you, sir.
actually tied in with the TV show, and characters from the TV show actually appeared on the game. Like Coop, the cop guy, he's one of the characters from the TV show.
Yeah, no. That's why I was
Like,
saying
he-
that a
he
lot of
actually
people
liked
believe
the
that if it does come back, they won't be able to actually cut the game, because if they do, they end up losing a majority of
Well,
their
they would be under
fan base,
They would be under
as they put it.
contract. They couldn't. Like, if they cut the game, there would be no show, because the game's story was actually part of the show. Because you know how they do crossover events with like all the
Yeah,
shows and shit.
that's
now?
actually
They-
before Defiance became Defiance, as they were as the devs were talking about
Yeah,
it.
but that's what they ended up doing, was they crossed the story over with the game itself, and it became a major hit. So that's what brought the player base. But if they cut the game, there won't be any crossover, and there likely won't be any show.
Which will be disappointing.
Yeah. Because I mean, the show only ran like 2 seasons, I believe.
Something like that. I don't remember how many seasons, but I watched all the seasons, and I literally love that show. That show was very done well compared to a lot of other shows that were coming out at the time.
It's locked.
Yeah. And I mean, there's just not a lot of good like alien sci-fi shows right now.
No,
So,
we're
I
kind
mean-
of stuck where you either have this crappy version one, or this other crappy one, and then you have people like whining because there's not anything that good and takes them in and be like, oh, look at this. There's nothing like that anymore. It's kind of dead, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
the only thing coming out like that anytime soon is going to be CBS exclusive on their streaming service. They're coming out. They're
It's
bringing
locked, all
Captain
right.
Picard back as a new series.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right after the Enterprise.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's quite interesting. He's coming
Yeah,
back.
That's going to be the only thing, and they're actually bringing back the actors. They tried to bring back Worf, but Michael Dorn said no. But that's the only thing interesting coming out. So they're gonna have some problems because of it.
I will return later.
Yeah, I just think it'll be quite interesting to see how well it will be.
For peace of mind.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, what the fuck is this, dude?
What?
The fucking husky has a riot shield.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Dragon?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then?
Dragon,
Okay.
what's up?
Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Dragon makes me
Pain and suffering in this world.
No, he's actually, he's watching my stream.
Even my dreams are so...
One 1-800 if you have a vampire, we will kill it.
It's locked.
Just kidding.
Van Helsing.
Oh, by the way, guess what? I found out information for Agony. If Agony's PC version of the game does good with its reviews, there will be copies, CD copies of Agony with unrated for all consoles.
What the fuck is that?
How do you feel?
I'm fine.
Agony is a horror,
Easy every day.
stealth horror puzzle game set in hell.
Tired of being sick all the
I
time.
was gonna say, you talk about so many games,
I
I
know
keep
it could be
them all
tough.
straight.
And this one, if it does well, and I hope it fucking does,
Tell me about your father.
My father is an idiot.
we will
He's
get the
idiot thing.
uncensored version.
That's all I have
And
to
I have a
say.
friend, he's like, if you can't get one, he'll
Forgive
end
my
up sending me
bluntness,
one.
young man. But you don't seem happy.
I mean, that's cool. The uncensored version, I don't see what's gonna be
never wanted to
special.
come
other
here in
than
the
it's
first
probably
place.
gonna have like a lot of blood and gore and a lot of
My
nudity.
father's decision.
It's gonna have the stuff that was taken out of the one that we have right now, which is basically censored at 100%.
This place is awful,
Nudity
I
and
agree.
gore.
But does that not mean your situation can only
Not only gore
exactly
and
what my father
nudity,
says.
sexual scenes,
You should be
fucking
grateful for what you've got.
other stuff where you can be the succubus and actually see what's going on.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place?
It's Crimson. He
Have you
probably
ever
doesn't
spoken
have
to your
it
father about it?
where it's set where other people
Don't
can
go
hear
outside.
his voice.
It terrifies me so. I went
No, he's
outside
probably got me
once
muted
without
again.
my father noticing,
No,
and I
Dragon's
saw
no,
terrible things.
no, Dragon's not in here.
Bloody, frightening things.
Dragon's
So that's
in
why
the
you
stream
stayed.
Oh,
watching
you're
me.
listening to
He
you're
he
listening
can't
to
hear
the
your
stream. Yeah, I don't
voice.
have that
Disease
stuff.
or death,
So-
Doctor Reed.
Yeah, I don't have that.
It's
the
Crimson.
living I'm afraid of.
But I can't wait.
Do you remember
I can't wait.
when
Literally,
Paris was
if it,
close
I
to
hope
your
it fucking does, because I'm definitely getting a
Not
fucking
really.
copy.
I was
And
too
guess
young.
what? All PC players got the fucking censored version
Lewis was
free.
He often had
Meaning
him
we
on
might be able
What?
to get the fucking copy free.
Why are you sad then?
The ones that at
It hurts
least
to remember
actually
a time when
have
my
it.
father used to laugh and smile. It hurts to realise he's as sad as me.
I might be able to get a free game.
How was he?
I hope.
to you?
He was nice.
I literally fucking hope.
He never forgot my birthday. He always offered me books.
I would love to. I would be streaming that game constantly, because how much shit they took out of that fucking game. They
Your
almost
father
like basically
and Mr.
ruined the
Lewis used to be
reputation.
Good friends. What happened?
I was young.
It's their first game, and it all almost ruined their reputation to almost literally having no money left. Not even being a company anymore.
I don't know.
That's how bad it was.
Tryon.
Have you
I mean,
tried
I'm actually kind of
speaking to
shocked at the whole idea
don't go out
that Tryon
often,
was
yes.
going bankrupt, but
And he scolded me and told me to leave
From
him
what the Gamigo said, actually, like about 27 hours ago, I guess, they said that
Am I not?
Tryon was actually going bankrupt. They didn't have enough money to support
So if I
all
wasn't
of their
born,
games.
People wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
That's kind of sad. And their highest played
really
games, highest like basically bought
Do you know
game
Nurse
was
Dorothy
fucking
Crane from the Pembroke Hospital?
and
I'd
I
like
mean,
to know
Trove's
more
been
about
out
her.
forever.
Yes, I know her.
I guess
came to examine
Trove
me when I was
isn't
very
doing
sick.
so well after
She said
some
I
of the
should
shit
go
they
out.
I mean, Trove's still a single player game, but
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Not really
But it's
fully
still
single
down.
player.
Pain.
It actually has online mode. It's not fully single player. That's for sure.
Isn't 2 kind of like Minecraft?
It's like Minecraft, but mixed with some fighting style games.
Nobody at home.
Which is fucking crazy because
You again? What do you want this time?
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever
That's
occurred,
sad. Half the shit
I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
From previous years of playing it.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little.
but we did get one word about of a game that's coming. Path to Exiles.
Is it the sequel to Path of Exile?
I'm not too sure.
Path of Exile is an
Goodbye,
extremely
Mr. Peters.
massive kind of game like Diablo 3 or Diablo 2.
Yeah, I know. My
It's
friend was
more
telling
built
me
like
about it. He said that it's actually coming to the PS4. Not too sure about Xbox.
Oh,
Change your
yeah, it's on
mind,
PC.
Mr.
It's an amazing game. It has one of the biggest skill trees of any game in existence right now. With like
Clayton
something like
Darby
800
claims
or
he will
900 different
expose
nodes
the
in the
crisis
skill
in
tree.
Whitechapel to all of London. Do you
Any
believe
character
him?
can do
I believe
anything pretty
Clayton's
much. If you want
courage
a
will
witch
erode
to
with
sword and
time,
lord, then you can
until
have a
he
witch
finally
to sword and
leaves
lord.
Whitechapel to start another fight
It's
somewhere
kind of
else.
weird like that. But all of your skills are based on gems, not skill
Christina,
trees.
have you
Skill
been
tree is
examined?
more stat
The
points.
epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
Your money is the only thing I need right now, Doctor.
It's a cool game though, but it does
Goodbye,
get boring
miss.
at the end.
Take care of yourself as best you
And the
can.
only thing there is to do is
If you want a fun game, me and Lexo have been playing Van Helsing, The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. It's actually very cheap right now on the store.
Is it single player?
Single player and multiplayer. Basically both. You play... It's crazily like actually Diablo. In a way.
So it's a Luke Hunt game.
It's actually fun. Me and him were having fun. A lot harder than expected.
I don't know. Lately with me, I haven't been able to play games. Just because fucking 11 hours a day at work. Like I gotta be in at 2 today, so I gotta be leaving after this nap period that I'm doing.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, alright? Now piss off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Do you need assistance?
I'm alright, but if you fancy giving me the medication, I could put it to good use.
Fucking idiot.
Goodbye, young man.
I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I will see you later. A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
I gotta make some medicine for headaches and shit. Okay. Let's see where to go now.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I'm perfectly fine thanks to my miraculous elixir. You, on the other hand, look pale and tired, Doctor.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Okay, let's see. Let's buy some of this. Buy some of that. Buy some of this. Buy some of that. Buy some of this. And buy some of these. So we just gotta wait and see what happens to Defiance, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty shitty if they just shut it down. I mean, after all the money people have put into it and everything,
It's
they ain't
locked.
gonna get refunds for that shit.
I guess somebody said that the other the company wasn't making enough money, from 3 of their games. Maybe it's because of what happened to them. Like they went bankrupt. What? I think 13 times in like almost 13 times, or even close to that, something like that.
It's because of being money hungry, though. That's what causes you to go bankrupt, is microtransactions up the ass instead of actual player content. Which is what people want. People will spend money for content, but when you're putting out content like Destiny that's like, oh, well, we're going to give you one expansion that you can beat in 45 minutes, then nobody wants that shit.
And then it fails, and then people are pissed at them.
And then the company wonders why they go bankrupt.
Just like them right now, there's not enough interesting shit to find at the moment.
Yeah, because they're putting out, what, a new prototype once every 2 months, 3 months? Like 2 or 3 every couple of months. It's not enough time just to put out a gun.
They gave us 6 guns, and 3 of them are locked behind fucking the event, and the chances are of you getting them is very fucking slim.
But as slim to none, they should have a quest chain that guarantees gets you each of those prototypes.
I would have made it a quest so people could get, oh look, I got it, awesome, got the quest, voila. Just like Destiny having the fucking malfeasance stuck behind fucking nearly impossible fucking thing. 197 games and I haven't even fucking found the fucking boss. Like,
at least the malfeasance though is always there.
Yeah.
Like, Defiance though, you get a chance to get it for what, 3 weeks, and then you never get a chance again until maybe next year.
Unless they like add it to the random fucking loot pool. But
I doubt it.
Who knows that?
I doubt they'll do that.
Good
evening, if they do, it'll be a surprise.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I mean, even if it's on the random loot
Richard Nethercott,
you're never going to find hulkers out there to go after in the
May I
open
ask
world,
what you're doing
or
with
those
this power
specific
of
enemies. They
Do
have
you
to
live
give
here?
one
Not at
faction
all.
like 2
I'm just
different
enjoying the
jobs,
pleasure of a quiet walk.
which they're never
Though
going to
night talks are always preferable, if you ask me, especially with strangers.
But I think Agony should do well, honestly. At least we'll get something that's
But are you not afraid
normal.
of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the
I remember when the
Good or
days when
evil,
games
rich
were
or
fucking
poor,
so
all
gory
are
you could
equal in
fucking
the eyes of the flu.
it makes a fucking TV
If you
series
say
look
so.
like a fucking
But as a physician
toy.
in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary...
Now it's less and less of that.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the secret
Disappointing.
of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Me, I like games where fucking, if I'm shooting at somebody, I like to see their legs
Are you
get blown the
aware that
fuck
your
off.
life could be
I like to
dangerous
see their body get ripped the
But this
fuck
is where I must
apart.
be to feel the
Because you know
real
why?
beat of the
Because that's
city.
what makes
I
a
had to
game
come
fun
see it for myself
and enjoyable.
alone.
Not fucking,
Well, it also
If
makes
some
it fun just
misfortune
the fact that
Who
you
would
can
be here to
actually
help
have
you?
that
Well, you for a
combat
start,
style.
my dear
'cause
Doctor.
That's what I liked about Dead Space.
I
was you
understand
can
your
actually
need for
dismember
solitude.
enemies. If you cut
But
their
it's not
legs off,
safe.
they ain't gonna keep running
I
at
don't
you.
care.
They're
we
gonna
had
crawl
Doom,
out.
we had
friends,
Doom,
Doctor.
we
And
have
my family despise
Dead
it.
Space, we had The Suffering, also had that ability where you just
What are your
shot somebody in the
thoughts on
fucking
the
arm and their
terrible
arm would fucking fly right
Terrible, you
off.
say? No. Of course.
And if you had a
Yes,
shotgun and you hit them,
innocence is
you
attractive.
split them in
But
fucking
the
two.
scourge has not
Which was
been
fucking
always bad for the
hilarious.
city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy,
But I guess,
cacophonic, quiet,
times have changed
nowhere to
where
be found. And now,
everyone has to be a snowflake and it's too scary.
peaceful silence.
Even though we have horror movies coming out of the fucking woodworks, left, right, and center.
The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail.
No one should even be scared anymore. We have so many fucking horror movies all of the time. I'm not even fucking scared of anything now.
They brought the founders packs back. Unfortunately, you can tell they lose money.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott.
Alright, I gotta.
Why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles, and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious Camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Guilty as fucking charged.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se.
I'll leave you alone, sir. Hello again, miss. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. Very well. Goodbye then. Hello again, miss. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Very well. Goodbye then.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand.
We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
If no one stops it, this epidemic could turn into a scourge. It may kill more people than the war itself.
Yes, this is another kind of war, but just as deadly. History will judge us all for what we did and what we did not.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell. Good evening, Mr. Whittaker.
It's Father Whittaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
Well, you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast.
Really?
We must fight that is...
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias. What exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize.
Fire is just...
Your lack of...
You're mad.
My son.
Joseph, a fool.
Vicar Larrabee of...
Have you any...
No.
You sent him...
As a troop.
Where did...
I
have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye. Good evening, Mr. Whittaker.
It's Father Whittaker, my son.
Do you know Nurse...
I don't like the liberal...
Why do you hate...
Before...
So...
None.
I have heard it. Good evening, Mr. Whittaker.
It's Father...
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye. Good evening.
Shade.
Christina.
I don't... Give it...
You...
And you...
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can. It's locked, all right.
Do. 1 hour left. Yeah. Or wait. 2 hours left. Do. Oh, cold chill. Okay, let's see what's in here. There's a lot of fucking blood. Well, somebody was slaughtered here.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad... Good evening. A gun...
Effectiveness has been proven by many. Even
Good evening.
Is no match for the squander of Portland.
Do you know
I don't-
competition?
Never met her.
Goodbye, Miss Swan.
Maybe it's time to see if this just...
Good evening, sir.
You're here for...
I'm not here for a bounty.
Doctor?
Do you require...
Not me.
Since I took an oath to help people...
Well...
In fact...
I don't...
What?
That's Miss... So it... People...
What?
People...
What is...
Well... Dora... No.
Tell I... You see...
No.
You... Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
I should never have taken up my fault.
You...
Harry, what? Just...
Good...
You...
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peters?
The night...
Good... Good evening, Harry.
Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this one?
So,
I'm not bothered. Yes?
do you know Nurse?
Yes, I know her. She can...
Goodbye, young.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
It's locked.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Good.
Shake.
Good.
Nothing much.
I cannot enter.
Oh, I found out some more information about that company.
Hello again.
Did you know they were hacked?
Very well.
8 million fucking... So everyone's like thinking that can actually affect them a lot. Oh yeah, by the way, to let you know, if they already said it, and I told Crimson, they basically said if a game's not giving them enough cash, they're axing it. I knew that was coming. Just didn't know when. I hope. But good luck on that one.
Hello, sir. So
A doctor, you...
all right.
So, that reminds me of my dogs. They went out fucking 5 times in an hour yesterday. Yeah, so everyone's, there's a few people that are like, oh, by the way, guess what? Good news for Agony, though. Guess what? If the game, listen to this, if the game actually on PC, the uncensored version actually does well enough, they will be making CD copies of the game to be able to give it to all the consoles. Only a certain amount of it, not like 100%, but at least it's better than nothing, fuck. I don't know why, because PS3 never had that kind of censorship. Like I said, I was like this. Why don't you have it where basically, if somebody's trying to get on it, it just has like this. You need to punch in your account's information, like the date, the birth, and everything. And if it finds that you're lying, and it automatically kicks you out, and you're not able to buy it or even play it. But they won't do it because you're right on that one, honestly. I played games back in 2000s, like before when like you had the suffering where you're shooting somebody with a shotgun and half their body gets blown off and half the other side of their body's on the opposite end. I don't really care. I didn't really even care about anything. I was just wanting the fucking game to be able to play, like enjoy, and have this enjoyment where it can be like, fuck, I'm scared getting my fucking ass scared because this game is fucking pure horror. I miss games where they're fucking fucked up, messed up, morbid as fuck. And even the fact that Pyramid Head was fucking one of them. That was fucking... That was... I find that more interesting than fucked up, but that's me. Yeah, but people don't like that. People literally don't fucking like that. They rather fucking snowflaked shit now. Is better than everything. I love horror. Horror is one of my favorite fucking genres.
They've lost... I'm Dr. Jonathan.
I am Shaoshun.
Carnage. This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail. It's locked, all right. Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Improved fire power. Holy shit. 317 damage. Wouldn't want to be on the other side of that fucking weapon.
locked, all right.
You got fucked up, boy! Oh no! No! Why an error? Shit! Fucking Jesus Christ.